Tonight, we're investigating 7 scary videos that are some of the creepiest you'll ever see. You will get nightmares watching this before bed, so beware. These moments were never meant to be found. If you enjoy binge watching the creepy, scary, and mysterious side of YouTube, well, that's what this show is all about, and I upload once a week. So put the subscribe button underneath your pillow and let the dark energy simmer. Now, watch carefully, because these horrifying moments will sneak up on you. A TikTok user posted this ultimately cryptic security footage that was reportedly recorded in the middle of the night from their backyard. At first, everything looks mostly normal, nothing out of the ordinary yet, but watch carefully. It is hard to see, but once you do see it, you can't unsee it. Did you notice anything bizarre? In the dark shadows of the distance, something appears in the left corner. It's peeking its head out, like it's hiding. What is seemingly a strange figure then begins to reveal itself as it slowly moves across the screen. Its motion is very odd, like a person walking, but it doesn't seem like a person at all, at least not anyone living. It makes it across the yard, observing the area, and that's when the video just cuts off. Some people who have seen this believe that it's simply just a person walking past in the middle of the night. Others suggest it's something much more disturbing and paranormal, an entity of sorts, maybe even a past life that died on the property and never left. What doesn't add up is how strange the figment moves across the yard, like it never really even touches the ground, but its motion is more like a transparent ghost unable to escape its past. This next footage is so eerie and very hard to explain. Imagine you're driving home late at night after a long day of work, just trying to relax, and that's when something completely strange startles you so much that you feel compelled to record it for proof. That's what happened to this Reddit user who shared this disturbing video on the Paranormal Encounter subreddit. In the footage, they're slowly driving past a park when they see something bizarre in the distant darkness. At first, it's difficult to see what caught their attention if you're not looking closely enough, but in pausing or playing this back a few times, the scene becomes deeply unsettling. If you look in the shadows, there's more than 30 people, all dressed entirely in black, just standing silently in the darkness around each other. But they aren't visibly interacting or moving much. They're just gathered there, simply lingering without explanation, like they are taking part in something no one else was invited to. I don't know about you, but like others who have seen this footage, some think it's likely a cult performing some kind of ritual. Others have suggested that it might be a performance group or a themed gathering, but why would they form like this, and what would they be doing in the middle of the dark night? What makes it so frightening is how the uploader was all alone and bear witness to something that they were never meant to encounter. Most people would never want to come across something like this at night. A TikTok user posted this insane footage in which they seem completely terrified by something lurking within their apartment with them. They don't know how to handle the situation, but if you listen closely, you can hear just how scared they are, pleading to something to leave.
I don't remember. Please get out of my apartment. Please go out of my apartment.
As they're motioning the camera around, for a split second, you can clearly see that there's a random grown man standing on the other side of the room, watching her from behind. She claims that the man entered her home unannounced, uninvited, silently, and unexpectedly. The worst part is, even after she pleads for him to leave, he doesn't make a move. That's when she decides to run towards the front door of her home and leave with him still inside. What makes this even more creepy is not only the intruder that made it inside, but did you see how the door itself almost automatically opens on its own as she's leaving? Perhaps there was a dark energy already festering in the apartment with that intruder which flung the door open. Some people think that there could have been another intruder hiding nearby, while others speculate that that man she recorded is a ghost entirely, which also caused the door to open by itself. I don't know about you all, but if this ever happened to me, I would never go back inside of my own house and I would burn it down too. The uploader of this haunting footage shared some security camera moments of their living room during the middle of the night, and at first, everything looks completely normal, but that's the problem, because nothing about this home is normal. The homeowner is trying to get to sleep in their bedroom right across the home, but right before they're able to actually fall asleep, something completely creepy starts happening with the curtains. There's no one or nothing even close to that area which could be causing such emotion to be happening in late hours of the night. The homeowner then tries to walk over and closes them, but just moments later they begin opening again and again and again. It's almost as if someone or something from the outside is trying to get a look or even break into the home from the window. While drafts, air vents, and maybe even other open windows inside the home could be causing them to move in this sort of way, the aggressive manner and deliberate motion of how strong they're being moved across the rod itself proves that there's something else going on here. Even the homeowner's reaction and how freaked out they seem to be about this occurrence shows that this is not a common phenomenon whatsoever inside of their home. So when you're settling in to fall asleep tonight, it might be a good idea to double check that there are no entities lurking around that might be trying to climb in through your windows at night. The uploader of this security camera footage posted the clip that was filmed during the dead of the night. Immediately, we can understand that the tone of the footage is completely eerie as we can hear that the alarm has been set off, signaling that something uninvited is invading the property, and almost immediately we can start to understand what is so unsettling about this clip. If you pay attention to the bottom of the frame, it's subtle and hard to make out, but there's a creepy white being, possibly even a ghostly figure, roaming throughout the yard. What makes this clip so bizarre is that the figure itself is casting a shadow, which means that it can't be a bug or an apparition on the camera lens. This is a physical presence. Maybe it's a cryptid nightcrawler, which it very closely resembles in the details of this footage, or maybe it's a completely different alien species that we have never seen before. Many videos known to have captured a ghostly presence, like the footage shown earlier in this episode, while they cast a sort of white mist or maybe even an orb kind of figure that really doesn't interact much with the light around it, but this being is solid enough to block it. This is the only evidence that we have, so what do you think this is? I am almost certain that this is a nightcrawler having a late night stroll through someone's backyard. The folklore and details of what they are described as throughout the world very much align with what this shows us. Whether this was something of the paranormal, folklore, or a creature from outer space, the footage leaves an unsettling impression that really makes you rethink if you are truly home alone at night. A user on TikTok uploaded this deeply disturbing moment, and it will scar your memory if you don't proceed with caution. The user received a motion alert from her security camera app while she was with her daughter in another room, and it wasn't just any random alert from a dog or cat walking around the house. This was something that you never want to find on your security camera footage. When she checked the recording, she noticed behind a wall in the hallway a quick but ultimately morbid, shadowy movement around the wall. If you look even closer and pause the frame at just the right second, you can clearly make out the shape of a face with dark hair peeking out behind the wall before retreating back into the shadows. It happens very fast, but once you spot it, it's difficult to ignore, and we could speculate that it's maybe a spot on the lens or maybe some dead pixels on the camera sensor. But if you truly analyze this footage, the shape of the figure looks a lot more like the Grudge than anything else. Could this be the very horror creature trapped in the screen itself? The fact that no one else was in the room and how this figure moves like a haunted being makes me regret ever finding this footage. It might be in all of our best interests to look in the dark, shadowy areas of our home to ensure that a haunted apparition isn't also waiting and watching us like this one. A creepy video uploaded to the Daily Motion publication shows someone seemingly filming a skyscraper on a gloomy day, but they didn't take the camera out to record the clouds. They are recording because of what they saw lurking within the clouds. It's definitely strange, and it makes you rethink about what kind of extraterrestrial life could be hiding in plain sight all around us at all times. The video does seem to just record the skyscraper for the first few seconds, but if you wait long enough, the camera eventually begins zooming in to that portion of the sky right beside the skyscraper where we can see a massive pyramid-shaped floating object appear from the cloud. It slowly moves across the sky at a steady, gravity-defying motion going behind the building, all right before the video just completely gets cut off, leaving us all in a mysterious suspense as to where that thing ever even went. While this could be an unusual kite, an air balloon, or maybe even an odd cloud formation, the shape, color, and movement that this object makes has made others believe that this person bear witness to a giant UFO spaceship. Do you believe that there is alien or paranormal life out there? Whether we do or not, there is no denying how strange some objects and apparitions look to the human eye, and the creepy nature of it is never something to ignore. If you stayed until this point in the show, please be sure to subscribe so that you never miss a creepy, scary, or mysterious upload, and watch this one here.